Hi, hello there, my name is Simon and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm an adult figure skater and today I want to be talking about how I train spins. So let's get on to the video. So I quite like training spins and I do think that I've improved a lot over the years because spins aren't something that ever come like really natural to me. I'm not like naturally flexible and I do train them as often as I possibly can. They're not the easiest thing to train because you get quite dizzy. So that's why I'm going to do a rundown of how I train them. So I always start training my spins by stretching at the barrier. I'm old, I'm stiff, I'm not that flexible, so doing stretching is always a good idea. So I start with my stretches. Then from stretching, I actually move on to practicing some of my spirals. So I do forward spirals, just like your basic spiral. I do good leg and bad leg. And then I also do a backwards catch and also do a Biellmann. I do these because these are sort of basic shapes that are going to be included within my spins, and I just feel like it sort of continues on with the kind of like stretch and warm up element of going on to train spins, if that makes sense. Then the first spins I always tackle are my upright base spins, which for me is my favourite, the layback, and today was no exception. I trained lots and lots and lots of laybacks. Then I decided to go on to my backwards parallel as a bit of a warm up for my flying camel. So this first flying camel wasn't that good, but for me it's a very good example of why I like to record my spins, because even if it's not for like a YouTube video or anything, I always like to record my spins, because I feel like because you're spinning, it's harder to feel what you're doing wrong. So if you can look back at the video and just watch what you're doing wrong, you can then improve on the next one. But this next spin was a million times better. But here is my ever massive trouble with recording my spins. This amazing spin was near enough entirely out of frame. So yeah, to my fellow skaters that like to record their spins, hopefully you can feel my pain of doing a great spin and not getting it on camera. Yeah, it's annoying. Then I just basically went on to focus on my other spins that are in my program. I have 3 main spins that are in my program: my flying camel, my layback, which I've already kind of practiced, and then my parallel combination right at the beginning of my program. So I train those the most because those are my most important spins, because those are the ones that will hopefully get me all those points if I ever get to compete again. Once I go through my program spins, I then just go on to my weird stuff. So this is things that either know I need to practice, or something that my coaches maybe like mentioned that like, oh, we could maybe adapt this in your program if you can get it. So that's where I practice it. So here you can see me trying, keyword trying, to change edge on my forward camel. Again, I tried. And then here you can see me just mixing together a bunch of like sit spin things. Just, yeah, a bunch of my sit spins, because why not? So my basic structure is I always start with stretching, I always move on to spirals, and then when I was a beginner, what I would do is I would train my uprights, move on to my sit spins, and then move on to my parallels or camels. But now that I've got more things to focus on with like my program and my routine, I do stretching, spirals, and then I usually always do laybacks first, because I've just always stuck with my upright style spins first, and then go on to my flying camel because that's my other program spin, and then I finish with my combination spin, which is another sort of parallel sit spin type one, and then I move on to my weird stuff that I need to practice, and that's the structure of how I practice pretty much every single spin session. But I cannot recommend enough recording your own spins, because it's a really good reference to see how you're improving. And sometimes if a spin was to go wrong, it can be like a little teeny tiny thing. And it's even, you can go and show your coach, you can just be like, look, I fell out this spin, or this spin's been off a bit. Can I just show you this one here? Like, it was good. Maybe like one in your lesson isn't going good. So I always recommend recording basically as much as you can, but especially spins, because I feel jumps, it's easier to feel what's off. Spins not so much, cause you're spinning and it's not easy. But yeah, quite an abrupt ending there, but I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a lovely day. If you enjoyed it, you can like this video, you can subscribe if you want to see more from me, but thank you so much for watching. Bye!